Chayote, a unique and versatile vegetable, is not only a staple in many cuisines, but also a delightful addition to any home garden. With its lush green vines and distinct pear-shaped fruits, growing chayote can be a rewarding endeavor for both novice and experienced gardeners. To cultivate this fascinating plant successfully, one must understand its requirements and the techniques that can lead to a bountiful harvest. Here are some essential tips and insights to help you grow chayote with confidence and care. First and foremost, selecting the right location is crucial. Chayote thrives in warm climates, ideally in USDA hardiness zones 7 through 11. When choosing a spot in your garden, look for a location that receives full sun for at least 6 to 8 hours a day. The warmth of the sun is vital for the plant's growth and fruit production. Additionally, ensure that the area has well-draining soil. Chayote roots are susceptible to rot if they sit in waterlogged conditions. A raised bed or a sloped area can be beneficial in preventing excess moisture. Soil preparation is another key aspect of growing chayote. This plant prefers rich, loamy soil that is high in organic matter. Before planting, amend your soil with compost or well-rotted manure to enhance its fertility. A soil test can also help determine nutrient levels and pH, allowing you to make necessary adjustments to create an optimal growing environment. Ideally, the pH should be between 5.5 and 7.0. Once your soil is ready, it's time to plant. Chayote is typically grown from the fruit itself, which can be a fun and rewarding process. When selecting chayote for planting, look for firm, healthy fruits without blemishes or soft spots. You can plant the whole fruit or cut it in half, ensuring that each half has a seed inside. If you choose to plant the whole fruit, simply bury it in the soil with the pointed end facing up, leaving the top exposed. If you cut the fruit, plant the halves with the seed facing up. This should be done in the spring after the last frost, as chayote is sensitive to cold temperatures. Watering is an essential practice for nurturing chayote. While the plant is drought tolerant once established, it requires consistent moisture during its early growth stages. Water the plants deeply and regularly, especially during dry spells. However, be cautious not to overwater. The soil should remain moist but not soggy. Mulching around the base of the plants can help retain moisture, suppress weeds, and maintain a stable soil temperature. As the chayote plants grow, they will need support to thrive. The vines can reach lengths of up to 30 feet, so providing a trellis or a sturdy support structure is vital. This not only keeps the fruit off the ground, reducing the risk of rot and pests, but also allows for better air circulation and sunlight exposure. You can use a variety of materials for trellising, such as wooden stakes, wire fences, or even repurposed materials like old ladders. As the vines climb, gently guide them onto the support to encourage upward growth. Fertilization is another important element in achieving a healthy chayote crop. After the initial planting, consider applying a balanced fertilizer every 4 to 6 weeks during the growing season. A fertilizer high in potassium will promote fruit development, while nitrogen will support leafy growth. However, be mindful not to over-fertilize, as this can lead to excessive foliage at the expense of fruit production. Observing the plant's growth and adjusting your fertilization schedule accordingly will ensure optimal results. Pest management is an inevitable part of gardening, and chayote is no exception. Common pests include aphids, spider mites, and cucumber beetles, which can damage the leaves and fruits. Regularly inspecting your plants for signs of infestation is crucial. If you notice any pests, consider using organic methods such as insecticidal soap or neem oil. Additionally, introducing beneficial insects like ladybugs can help keep pest populations in check. Maintaining healthy plants through proper watering and fertilization will also make them less susceptible to pest attacks. As the growing season progresses, you'll begin to see the formation of chayote fruits. These green, wrinkled fruits typically take about 120 days to mature after planting. The key to harvesting chayote is to pick the fruits while they are still young and tender, usually when they are about the size of a fist. If left on the vine too long, they can become tough and spiny. Use a sharp knife or pruning shears to cut the fruits from the vine, being careful not to damage the plant. After harvesting, it's essential to handle chayote with care. The fruits can be stored in a cool, dry place for several weeks, or they can be refrigerated to extend their shelf life. Chayote is incredibly versatile in the kitchen, lending itself to a variety of dishes, from stir-fries to salads, and even as a substitute for potatoes in various recipes. Finally, consider saving some of your harvested chayote fruits for replanting. This not only allows you to continue enjoying this delightful vegetable, but also fosters a sustainable gardening practice. Simply store the fruits in a cool, dry place until you're ready to plant them again in the next growing season. In summary, growing chayote can be a fulfilling journey that enriches your garden and your table. By selecting the right location, preparing the soil, providing adequate water and support, managing pests, and harvesting at the right time, you can enjoy a plentiful crop of this unique vegetable. With patience and care, you'll discover the joy of cultivating chayote and the delicious rewards it brings to your culinary adventures. So grab your gardening gloves and let the adventure begin.